Hey, I'm Frank from Bavaria. I founded the Labelisten in 2013. As an IT nerd with roots in the graphic industry, I was designing and trading labels for some years and searched for a solution how I can make an impact for sustainability. I programmed my own ERP system and automated every process to handle the large amount of small orders I had, which no printing company wanted to fulfill. So I started printing by myself with a small desktop printer in my garage office. It was followed by printer number 2 and number 3 because of the unmatched speeds of 60 centimeters per minute. Soon we needed to move from the garage to a cow barn. And 5 years later I was happy that I could finally afford an HP Indigo label press. That's when the real growth story started. Because this press was just running for 3 hours every day with the same output I had before, I visited an HP workshop for flexible packaging. This workshop changed the whole story again, because I realized that flexible packaging is much more sustainable than rigid packaging. But nobody in the packaging industry wants small orders. So the 25K was ordered, and I needed even more space. Also for the second Indigo 6K, for the still fast-growing label business. Even with those big machines, we are producing labels and packaging in ultra-short runs. We print 200 different SKUs per day, and the job length average is still under 100 meters. Because 25% of all packaging gets thrown away before use, our goal for even more sustainability is no minimum order quantity. And this is only possible with a fully automated workflow and digital workhorses like the HPs. The future is colorful, and I'm happy to get in touch with you.
Good morning, fellow waste producers. That's not what you want to hear, but it is as it is. We are a big part of the problem, but we are also the ones with the solutions to solve this and to change it. I always searched for something to do for this planet, but I had no idea. I'm a programmer and designer, so what can I do? I can recycle waste. Check. I can reduce using paper in the office. Check. I can use sustainable heating. In Germany, we need it. In Israel, yeah, okay. Check. Getting PV on all roofs. Yeah, did it. Check. Avoid traveling by plane and driving an electric car. Where are the checks? Check and check. Yeah, so that's all nice, but that's all? What else can I do? So it took me some years to realize what's really possible. I was self-employed as a graphic designer, and after many brochures, books, business cards, and websites, I got many jobs for labels and packaging for dietary supplements. Every client forced me to buy the printed labels on rolls. So I did. My mind worked like this. Frank, you need to invest in something different than in Apple computers. Okay. Now I check the sound. Okay. I need small quantities from 5 to 5,000 labels. So I started from scratch with a digital printing system which fitted on a table in my office. So that was the first construction site. Even because that's all I could afford, an HP Indigo? Are you kidding me? So I programmed an online calculation tool, a web shop, and a back office software to get things organized. Paired with an attractive pricing for the small amounts and short delivery times, I hit a nail on the head, and more jobs came in. It worked. I earned money from day one because I had no overhead and few costs. And the banks were happy when I had the next idea. We doubled our revenue every 2 years, and also the employee count grew with the same rate. So, one day I reached out to a big HP. In 2017, I made an electric road trip from Germany down to southern Spain, and on the way back home, I traveled to Sant Cugat with our family dog. Emil. But I had a problem. They haven't had a car charger, so I took the Christmas lights, the decoration plug, put in my car with 40 degrees, and it nearly reached, it was enough for the climate control, and they didn't let Emil in. So HP, they paid a lot for the dog sitter. And I think it just was once. So my German HP salespeople, Thorsten and Mark, thought the small company has potential. And they convinced HP Finance to give me some money. It was time to sign the deal with the Godfather. This picture was created by Dolly. I don't know if you know it. It's artificial intelligence. I told him, give me a picture of somebody signing a contract with the mafia and do some prints. Yeah, okay. So it worked like the mafia. You pay the clicks and get access to the family, La Familia. And they get you in business and keep the machines running. So a nice give and take. Label business grew, but the Indigo was too fast, and it finished its daily business at 9 a.m. So I got another invitation to Barcelona from Amir. Amir, are you there? Amir? Hey, Amir. 2019. Everything changed again, and everything was the same, but another car, and yeah, finally got my Model 3. So yeah, went down to Barcelona. There was a flexible packaging workshop at the HP campus, and everything changed again. No? I realized there are two big steps I can take to sustainability. Step one is to get rid of rigid. So, cans plus label, it's better to get rigid. This flexible packaging stuff seemed like the logical consequence for me. 4 years ago, I had no idea about it, but that's really the game changer. I did some basic calculations. If I persuade my customers to get out of rigid cans or glasses, while they put the labels on, and instead get into pouches, we save a shit ton of resources. So, I already had customers which get out of flexible to rigid because of the problems in this packaging industry. Long lead times and enormous order amounts, order quantities, minimum order quantities, sorry. But I got them back. Because of our no minimum order quantity approach, no MOQ, and digital lead times. So, you all know the benefits of flexible packaging, at least 1/3, I think. If we produce one pallet with pouches, we save 27 pallets of empty cans. Or in another perspective, with one truck, we save 27 trucks, especially on the German Autobahn, on the left side, where they block the traffic. We save 80% less materials, or 80% less resources. And we do recycling, or recyclable pouches, with monomaterial or paper. Our impact last year, that was what we calculated. I think it's a good stuff. Yeah. I think it's more because some studies already changed from 2 kilograms CO2 per kilogram plastic to 5 kilograms. So the more the studies say, the more we save. Okay, step 2, and that's where you are, where you come into play. That's what's concerning all of us. There was another slide which hit me like a comet. If you look here, that's what's thrown away. The waste before the products are packed, or around 25% of all labels and packaging are thrown away before they get in touch with the product. Can you believe this? 25% of all packaging we produce doesn't see the product. And if I look into the eyes of the label converters, we have around 60% of the labels is trash, is waste. The liner and the matrix we get away, it's already waste before it's even waste. So, what's the solution? Maybe something for you too? Just produce stuff the customers really need. Yeah, the approach, less minimum order quantities. The mission for us in this room is to produce just the quantities the customers need and don't oversell because of the expensive printing plates and tools which get thrown away after the jobs. And how can we win this fight and still earn money? Maybe this because we are here. Win with digital. So let's create the ideal world and play with some numbers. Bam. If we get together the 80% less resources, yes, 80% less resources, add the 25% we sell less, we get 105% less waste. No. We reduce more than we produce? Would be a real cool world. Okay, we need something else. I need some help in math. If we take the real big cake with 100%, reduce it by 25%, the less waste reproduce. Oh, it was backwards. And add the 80% less resources. And I think many of you have some opportunities to get something more efficient for packaging. We reach 15%, and what will we do with the less 15%? We recycle them. It's easy. So that was my last big check, but I cannot do this alone. I need you all. And yeah, because my company is too small for this world. So yeah, thank you.